Hello guys, welcome to the stream. It is main quest time. But before that, I want to do my dailies and everything first. Then I'll start on the quest immediately. Yes. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion. Ben. Nice young. 감사해요. Always can count on you. Let me see. Let me increase my Genshin sound. Voice check. Sound check. Testing. So Japanese voice or English voice? Japanese. I 30 download the Japanese one yesterday already just for today. Because people cannot tahan my Paimon English voice. Don't do commission first if they want to do main quest. Okay. I got the what is it? The rewards anyway, so I don't have to do the quest. I got this. I haven't claimed one. Okay, that should be enough. 2 days. Got news event. What event? Strange engineer. She is currently researching the profound subject of graph adversarial technology. Tell her main quest also give the daily. Yes. Main quest also can claim. Okay. Oh, 很久没有听那个 Paimon 的 Japanese voice already. Suddenly my brain confused. Cannot read properly. Hostel scene. 真的是很久没有听到那个 Japanese voice 了诶。Hostel scene. She claimed we went too fast, we can't stop. Still got 2 days 嘛，很快就等一下完了。Later I forget. Hostel scene. 無事今日。Later at night, then I do the racing again lah. Oi, Reckless. Hello, Reckless. Oh my god. It's been a while, yeah. It's been a long time. I'm back just to do this story quest. Like at least a week, really? At least a week, you think so? Probably like 3 days, eh? I've been away for 3 days. How are you, Reckless? It's been a while. How are you doing these few months or years? Where's my reputation place again? Here. I've lost all my Velo games because you're not there to carry anymore. What do you mean? I lost all my Velo games. I mean, I haven't been playing much also since the new update. I'm too scared of ISO, man. I can't beat him. Too scared. If ISO is on the enemy team, my gosh, I'll be always at the back. I ain't the one to duel with him. Not me, not it. Okay. Think I can start now, pa. What do I have to do? Wait until the next day. And next day... Today. Or do I have to go one whole round? Just go one whole round. What's you's been up to? Had my exam, I finished my exam, so now I'm on a break, which is why I can like stream and play games again and chill. So yeah, that's what's I've been up to. Did you win? Or did I win? Exam. I don't know, man. I don't know, man, honestly. The result's not out yet, so I can only wait in pain. Can't relax properly, you know. But I'm not gonna think about it. We don't discuss exam after exam and before result is Kiro, know what's up. Return to dormitories. Okay, I need to go back to the prison. Going back to prison. Oh, we discuss it literally all the time to increase anxiety. Are you trying to give me an anxiety attack? You trying to kill me? But yeah, I don't know. I hope it was okay lah. Hopefully, I don't want to repeat again, man. Oh my gosh. How long will this story take, ah? Also, is my mic okay? Is the voice loud enough or soft? Somewhere 2 hours for me, okay. Can ah. This is the life. Oh, we're gonna be released from prison, guys. Out of jail. It's more reverb. Remember to change your team for fighting with. Oh shit. When now? Is it now? Am I gonna fight now? It's my adventure team. Where am I going? Lower. Not now. Okay. Still Long Hayong. The whale. Oh, the whale. Okay.
ここにサインしてちょうだい。すぐに受理するから、正規のルートでメロピデ要塞から出られるわ。
Oh my god, I cannot, man. I'm so distracted with the voice. The different language. Tell her when she have to. Okay. Hopefully I see the chat before I press anything. I'm still at work, Hati. Hayako.
どういうこと？ありがとう。私は大丈夫。公爵に聞いてみようぜ。
Let's go see my man. Let's go see the man. 找帅哥。New wife. I also got husband. Got a lot of husbands. They go husband.
あんたらに会えて光栄だ。
Oh.
何か用か？
Oh.
今の揺れは何なんだよ。
Japanese voice.
海底から来た揺れではない。水の上からだな。ここ数年メロピデ要塞を管理してきたから、水の上か下かって違いについては結構敏感なんだ。それにヌビレットさんの封印はそう簡単に解けやしない。
I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. I'm back. Where did my VTuber go? I'm so sorry. My housemates like knocked on my door panically and then said like, Rena, sorry, my name. There's someone at the door. 这有人在外面. But then it's someone that she know, apparently. So I just stayed with her outside for a while and mixed myself some tea before I start this tea. So was it police? No, it's like her church 的人, but like going around trying to give like the brochure and stuff like that. 想到你. The way she knocked on the door, she panicked. Okay, let me fix my YouTuber and my camera. Was it loud? I hear something drop and she's gone. Should I be worried? She gone. Sorry guys, I'm back. Okay, let's do this. After years of serving.
メロピデ要塞は大丈夫？
前回を思い出してみろ。もし影響があるなら、今頃人々。
そっか。それじゃあ、詳しいことは上のやつに聞くしかない。今日が何の日か分かってるよな。
パイプ正常日だが。
そっちじゃないぞ。
ああ。手続きが終わったのか。
おう。あら、二人とも。もう行くのかしら。そうだぞ。今日はここでの最終日なんだ。まあ、そうは言っても、ここにと、おいら、結構メロピデ要塞が。じゃあまた遊びに来てね。うちも君たちにまた会いたい。
So cute, her voice.
サインをしたら上に向かっていいぞ。看守があんたらを護送する。
お前はオイラたちを送ってくれないの？
そう言うと思った。
おお、直々に来てくれるのか。
ほう。いつになく控えめだな。
長い間水の下に住んでいたから寂しいのよね。うちが出口まで送っ。そうだな。オイラたちまた来るから安心しろ。
可能であれば、次は名目上だけでも清廉潔。
もちろんだぞ。いろいろあったけど、メロピデ要塞
Why
での
is
仕
it
事
this
は
one
終
so
わりだな。
bright now?
でも、
Every
ル
time
ビレットの依
this
頼な
dude
んだから、
comes on my
報告する
screen,
までが仕事だぞ。
my eyes are just blinded. Why are they so glowy?
次は完了報告をしないとだな。あら、ルビレットさんに会いに行くの？
よろしく言うのは看護師長の分だけでいいからな。
最低限の礼儀なのよ。
まあいいさ。噂によれば、
Turn off the effect. Yeah, Paimon is shining really. From yesterday already, it was shining. That's why my eyes were just tired after that. Is it brightness? Visual effects, huh? Crowd density high. Is it brightness? Maybe it is. Let's try. Bloom, huh? Is that it? Where am I going? Down. Not everyone need to experience all this slow leg. My kinship. 去哪里？去上面？ It's fine. Okay. Okay. Am I going elsewhere already? I go up straight away. Okay. Prepare for Levi. Okay. Okay, Levi. 我很久没有看 Levi AOT 了。Kind of forgot his voice already. Go see Mishore Nebula.
おお、今日のパレメルモニアはなんだかさ。止まりなさい。
お話中失礼します。こちらの報告を少々
はい、すぐに。ごめんなさい。休養ができ。
ごめんなさい。
みんな忙しそうだな。
ネビレット。
ごきげんよう。再び会うことができて何よりだ。
Oh.
だが少し待っていてくれないか。早急に処理しなければならない案件がある
It
のだ。
doesn't suit him. I feel I'm so used to Neverland having like deep voice. This sounds like a chill day voice. I don't know. But yeah, I hear Levi there. Now I get what you mean. It's too young for him. Yeah. Hydro icon also not ngang. Oh. Yeah, this one is like 28. He should be like 30 plus now. Upaya super. Yeah, but I think English voice suits him a lot. Kind of sound like the guy that do the videos for Genshin one, storytelling one. Time to use Chinese one. Oh my god, I should have downloaded all the language. I didn't. I only download Japanese one. Because it took me so long yesterday.
好きなところに座るといい。何か飲みたければ外のメルジーヌに頼んでくれたまえ。
I cannot, it sounds so...
オイラたちご飯は食べてきたんだ。安心してくれ。
Took me nearly an
ならいい。
hour. Download speed.
こいつの用事が終わるまであそこで
I
休ん
went
でよ
to
ね。
shower and then I come back, still downloading. Korean one, I still cannot all the time. Really? Oh, no. I haven't tried Korean one actually.
これでいいだろう。
Well, but is he actually Levi? Let me see, huh? Nebula. How do you spell Nebula? Oh, it's right in my screen. Let Japanese voice actor. Let me see who. Hiroshi Kamiya. So who is the Kamiya? Hiroshi. I think he is. Huh? He is Levi. Yeah. He is Levi. That's right. Wait, I see this one video.
CM 用のナレーション撮りのため、すぐに別のスタジオ。
そうです。
これはね、のとかもう作るのはもう。
この映画は神ボイス。ぴったりだ。
稀に見るアルミニウム。野口さんと野本君がもうボイス。
Tongue twister.
彼はやる男。
朝ラーメン。殿の喉にも朝ラーメン。稀に見る。
口と完成。これが実力だった。
Farina Japanese voice actress is the same. Rem? I don't watch ReZero though. Then she decided not to use girl voice to act for Farina. What? Okay, I have to see how Farina
終わっ
sounds
たの
like.
か？
ああ、待たせてすまなかった。今日は君たちがメロピデ要塞での提供を満了した日だな。
Is that more like Shota?
手続きはもう済ませ
Shota
た
is
と
a
言え。
guy, no? Guy in the ReZero hair. Is his name Shota?
巨大なクジラ。
それがなんだかわかるか？
君たちの話を聞くに、それは普通の水で体積、形状から考えても、
Shota is
そのクジラは
lollipop
テイ
boy.
ワットの普通の水域から生まれる代物ではない。つまり、
Shota
タ
is
ルタリア
lolly
殿は今大海の水、
大海の水に包囲って。
原始大海の内部。ありえないことではない。気候。
そうだぞ。公爵に聞いたら、揺れは水の下から
その件については、先ほど関連した報告をポアソン町付近が振動の発生源で間違いない。振動の後、
Rose and alarm.
付近の水、
水位が上昇？
Oh shit.
幸い、水位の上昇
Only
はあ
rose
くま
for
で
a
一時的
short
な
period
現象
of
で、
time.
現在は大方戻っていった。
That feeling
も
about
し
the
も
whole phenomenon.
今回の水位変化と原始大海の水の浸透に関係があるとする。
ナビアはポアソン町にいるはずだよな。オイラたち、あいつの状況。
私も現場に向かいたいところだ
ナビ
が、すぐにはここは手間をかけるが、先に行っておいても、
じゃあ、急いで出発だ。
Let's get
くれ
going.
ぐれも気をつ。
Levi asked me to be careful. George, get your tea, sip your tea, drink tea, everybody. Farina voice.
なんでこんなことに。
Oh shit.
ナビアがいるはずだよな。あいつに状況をか。
I wanna see how you think right there. It's starting. Oh shit. All the people. Oh no, got someone there. On the roof.
ここまで歩いてもまだ誰もいない。
アクション。これでどうやって暮らす？
あそこの屋根に人がいる。
じっとしてて。動かないで。今すぐ行くから。おう。
You just ignore her.
ああ。この年で一人でどう。
That's
あの人、すっごく悲しそう。
足、私分かってたらむやみに動かなかったのに。
もうちょっと頑張って。すぐに救助が来るから。ほら、私の。
disaster. Where am I supposed to go? Down there? Or there? she's there.
これで星空がよりはっきり見えます。いた、ナビアはあそこだ。
She's
ナビ
alive.
ア、大丈夫か？
来てくれたのね。
当然だぞ。ボア装置。
見ての通り、水面が90。
ボス、
I
南
don't know
東
why
方
the
面の
music
建
was
物
so
のそば
sad
に
here
負傷
before
した住民
now.
がいました。
I know.
すでに安全エリアに移送済みです。しかし現在、治療のための医療器具がありません。
負傷？どの手？
転倒による怪我です。足の骨も一本折れているかと。その方は高所恐怖症で、
飛び降りた。
We jumped.
第一小隊隊長に伝えて、負傷した人を医者のとこ。
承知しました。では
任せたよ。ごめん、どこまで話してた？
ボア村長の。
ああ、ボアソン。少し前に巨大な音が聞こえた。最初は下水道で何か、その水はかすかに奇妙な
Oh no.
大会の水特有の光沢。道端に立っていた人、水に触れた人、水位が
Oh
上昇するに
shit.
つれ
They saw
何が起きた
everybody.
のか察した人たちはなんとか高所に登ろうと逃げ始めた。スピナディロースらができる限りの速さで救助活動を展開したけど、町には死傷者が出た。今回上昇した水の中には原始大会の水が含まれてた。同じようなことがまた起こるのかどうかは誰にもわからない。だから全力で。
こういう
怖いね。私もさっき起きたことの
ナビア、オイラたちに何かできること。
こんな危機的状況。
そんなこと言うなよ。友達なんだから当たり前だろ。
Oh no,
Boss.
this too.
こちらでまた問題が発生しました。
This too got dissolved.
わかった。ごめん、ちょっと離れる。
行っちゃった。
Uh-oh.
よし。基本的な確認ともちろん油断するわけにはいかない。旅人、パイも。
今か？
サンキュー。
Thank you. It's not even as half as said. Half as how said it could be. Wait, what do you say this now? I cannot play. You start as some quest. Wow, few details. Area occupied by quests. Wait. Wait, which one is this? I swear. So you have to complete other stories, dang. Oh no. But I don't even know which one. Oh, this. I cannot like stop this quest first, ka? I can direct. Yes, cannot. This is the worst gaming experience. Oh no, I have to go to other quests. You talk one time, then can proceed. Okay. This guy is at the. This guy. What you want? If you are me, then you need complete full story.
ジェマさんって
ジェマってセサルの婚約者。
少し聞きたいことがあってね。
ああ、セサルが行っちまってから毎週墓参りに来てるんだ。ある時 何のためかと聞いてみ。長き眠りについた婚約者が。
セサルが死んでもう10年だぞ。本当に二人の愛は本物だったんだな。
セサルの身分がバレ、セサルがあの世でこれを知ってるならきっとよ。正直そうまでする価値があるのかと俺はよく思っちまう。そういや今日は確かにすまんな。具体的な状況については
そうか。
なんてことないさ。
Ask this guy, then ask this too.
聞いた？例の怪盗マーテンがまた現れたの。
マジかよ。
私もよく知らないわ。もしもよ。
だから言ったろ、あれは冤罪だって。俺は10年前からずっと。
よしなさいよ。警察が怪盗マーテンの正体。
はあ、そんなことあったか？覚えてないって。
こんにちは。失礼だけど、怪盗マーテン、僕たちもちょうどその話に興味があってね。
Never accept any quest if
け
you
ど
want.
あいにく確信をついた情報をまだつかめてない。
だったら俺に聞いて正解だ。
Let's
当
go
時
and
セサルが
accept,
街でマジ
simply
ックをや
accept
っ
the
それはもう
quest.
巧妙なものでさ、一番近くで見てたのに。
私も見たことあるわ。彼、子供たちに願いを書いてもらう。
確かに。
けど10年前、
Not
その
quest
頃
I
には
haven't
もう
taken
一つの解釈があったわ。
or unlock.
セサルが子供た
Because
ち
I
の願
feel like I
い事を集
won't
める
go
の
to
は、
that place
子供
ever
たちが
again.
一番大
So I
切に
just
している
simply
ものを盗むための情報収集に過ぎない。知って
とにかく怪盗マーテンが再びその姿を現したおかげでセサルのこともまた議論さ。ジェマもきっと喜ぶだ。言ってるそばから本人のお出ましだぞ。
I have to stop doing
ほら
this, man.
あれがジェマだ。
あいつがジェマか。待て、
Who is injured?
こんにちは。
あなたたちは誰？
警戒しないで。あ、怪我をしてるみたいだけど。
お気遣いありがとう。
僕はリネ。こっちは妹のリネットだ。
オイラはパイモンだぜ。で、
今朝、怪盗マーテンがまた予告状を出したでしょ。ジェマさんはセサルさんに一番詳しい人だから、信じて。害を与え、
私は
やっぱりね。じゃあ10年、
異常なんてなかった。
そうかい。
他に用がなければお引き取りください。彼と二人っきりの時間を過ごしたいの。
なんだかさっき、あいつの表情が。
嘘をついてる。何かを知ってるは
I
ず。
know this thing will happen, so I stop unlock questions. Sumeru. Only do the Nahida one. Oh no. Doing the Gotian.
それもそうだね。
I keep going
何せいきなり
unlocking all the quests.
10年、しばらく。これ以上。
Mhm. So I can do that D. No. Shit. It's money. I need to wait for next morning. Oh my god. Oh. Sure, change. Okay.
人がいないね。
もうこんな時間だしな。
Main quest that
それに、
is so
コア村長も
confusing,
今はこんな
Rising.
状況だし、墓参りに来る人はいないんじゃないか。
そうね。こんなことになって。
ナビア。ナビア、いきなりどうしたんだい。ごめん。私。
Did we win yet? No, she's crying. We haven't won.
マルシラックとシルバはもう帰ってこない。
Isn't that a win? What do you mean? What?
私は一体どうしたら。
そんな。
救助計画はみんなと話し合って実行。救助の必要がある住民を助け、水に飲み込まれた。
オイラたちどうすれば。
長い付き合いだから彼らが覚悟の上だったってことは分かった。パパでさえ少
Damn,
なく
she
とも遺
lost
体があって
to
お葬式もできたのに。
Botica.
マルシラックとシルバは私受け入れられないよ。
She had to stay strong to like help other
雨
people.
上がりは何もかもが綺麗に見えますね。それは墓でさえも同じこと。
そうだな。この景色は悪くない。
誰だってそうでしょ。パパに会いに来るときはいつも何か持って。
ええ、ご安心ください。しかし、墓は死後の住処と言えるでしょう。
今から墓を買おうとしてるわけじゃないよな。
その必要はありませんよ。お嬢様の許可をいただけるのであれば、私が
ちょっと。
冗談ではありませんよ。そうすれば。
いい考えだな。では私はマルシラ。
お嬢様を除けば、私たちは旦那様の。
そう言っても過言で。
なんで急にそんなことを言い出すのよ。まったく。でもさっきの言い方は良くないからね。ついでって何よ。あんたたちはいつだって。
私約束したのに約束を破ることになるなんて。
I feel like these people will come back though.
ごめん、こんな姿を見せちゃって。私いつもはあんまり仲。
おいらなんて言えばいいかわからないけど。
私やりたいことは全部叶えられるって。マルシラックとシルバは
ずっとここにいてもいいんだぞ。オイラたちはそばにいるからな。
Shh, don't spoil.
今の
Don't
私
spoil
に。
me.
そうだ、これを渡しとくよ。ボア村長の事故で亡くなった人のリスト。
オーベルノ、カーネス、ベネッティ、
Bennett.
シベルニー、フランシーン、コリナで、
大丈夫。あんたの言いたいことは分かってる。
You can just stay
マルシラッ
quiet
クと
and
シルバ
yeah,
の
you
おか
don't
げ
have to reply
で被害状
me.
況をなんとか最小限に抑えられ
Kan
た。
kaya ayaw dyan ah.
でもその代償に結果から見れば不幸中の幸いだと言うべきなのか。
そうだ。そんなこと考えたらダメだぞ。人が人を助けた。それは事実だけどさ。人が消えたことと戻ってこれたことは一緒くたに考えられることじゃ。マルシラックとシルバは誰かの命の。
うん。あんがとね。
Interaction with your
でも
stream. Look how we saw a bit sus. You dumb.
はあ、今の
濃い
セリフは
やね。
響いたよ。後で書き留めとく。
I like researcher. Now I'm gonna assume that okay, high chance they're gonna come back. Definitely will come back, I think. Ikiwataan niya.
しばらく見ないうちに確かに口が少し達者になったようだ。
召使いなんで。
こんにちは。順調に進んでる？
ああ、部下がナビア城の要求通りに任務を遂行している。
You can just shut up.
現在カーソン町の住民は皆救助され、高所に避難する準備をしているところだ。物資の件もご心配なさらず、準備はできている。
本当にありがとう。
知り合って間もない。
一般的には偶然の出会いとでも言うのかしら。今回はそれ
Let
に
her
当てはまら
enjoy
ない
the
気もする。
story
召
her
使いのお
own.
かげでスピナディロースらはファドゥイの強力な支援を得た。
互いに助け合うことは良い関係を築く上で必然的なルールの一つだ。いやしかしナビア城はご自身が語り、
協力前の探り合いは不本意ながら必要なことよ。許してちょうだい。部下からあちこちでファデュイの兵士たちが交代で水面を観測したり数値の記録を。
ありのままを目にしたナビア城を前に 私が誇張する必要もあるまい。事実は見ての通りだ。以前こちらの旅人にも話したが、私は予言を知っており、スピナディロースターの力を貸すことは私たちファデュイにできることを実践するだ。
召使いがいなければ
Oh, she's the
リストの死傷者はもっと増えていたと思う。
then she is
あ
the
りがとう。この恩は忘れない。
what is that? Stone element. Geo, oh my god, stone. Okay, bath time. Okay, go bath.
マルシラック殿とシルバ殿については心より哀悼の意を表する。
そう言わないで。責任を感じる必要なんてない。パイモンが言ったように、マルシラックとシルバは誰かの身代わりになることを選んだわけじゃない。二人は代償としての犠牲なんかじゃなく、自ら英雄になることを私、何かを崇高なものとして持ち上げたら、あたかも痛みがマシになるような。
そうだな。ナビア城、フォンテーヌ人は水によって生かされ、
あんたは状況を変えようとし。
まさしく。だから今から私はブーフドエテン、ああ、旅人パイモン、
Want to be
も
her
う一つ用
children
がある
too.
んだ。
予想外の展開だな。また送ってくれ。
それも巧妙かつ便利な会話術だ。必要な旅人、いずれ共に私も君も原始大会に問題があることははっきり分かっている。前回のメロピデ要塞の直近の調査で子供がポアソン町の近くに遺跡を発見した。遺跡は古く、識別した年代からして予言や災いと関連性。当初私の部下がポアソン町に来たのは、
そうだったんだ。
子供たちを連れて一緒に行こうとも思っていたが、リネット、リネによれば、ハウス・オブ・ハース以外で子供らが最も信頼する人だから、この任務を君に依頼したい。ハウス・オブ・ハースではメンバーを互いに家族と呼んでいる。しかしリネット、フレミネの3人は旅人とパイモンをハウス・オブ・ハース出身ではなくとも、この強い絆については私があえて言うまでもないだろ
ちょっと嬉しいぞ。
う。先ほど私が提供した情報の価値。
わかった。遺跡に行ってくればいいんだな。
ちょっといい？私も一緒に。
ナビア城がご同行を。
ダメだ。ナビアは今
最悪なのは間違いない。でも災いが来た今、落ち込んでもいい。それにこれは。
そのように言うのであれば、私はならば遺跡はポアソン。
よし。
Awesome. Magician secret. Wait, is this the one? It might be the wrong quest. Is this the right quest? Hopefully I'm doing the wrong quest. Wait, how do I go there? Oh my god, I must change character. If I change character, surely I'll have to swim there. Almost.
これが召使いの言ってた遺跡か。
ずいぶんくたびれたか。
中に入ってみ。
くれぐれも気をつけ。
Right. It's time to go in. The change party first. Why is this only? No, this part. But do I have to fight though? If I have to fight, then I change. I'm scared I have to fight. Where is my Xingqiu? Oh, there.
雨だれ石を無がつ。
Give them Papa. Because my exploring team don't have much damage, I think. Oh my god.
Yes. Yeah.
Fight.
全部右へね。
慰のリー
もらった。
叩くんだろ。
Oh shit.
ここの床は危ないぞ。
さすがに。
手をつなぎましょう。
このプランわかるかい？やっぱり。やっ。
ここまで大会の水の汚染が。
それに濃度が濃い。フォンテーヌ人だったら落ちた瞬間に溶けてしまうでしょうね。
Should go back.
そうだぞ。ここには大会の水があるから、お前は下に行っちゃダメだ。ナビアが役立たずって言いた。
大丈夫。あんたの言う通り。この困ったな。
じゃあナビア。
遺跡の水位は不安定よ。上昇する可能性も一緒に先に進んだ方がいいと思う。出口がすぐそこにあるかもしれないし。
じゃあしばらくは。
Alrighty.
道が途切れた。厄介だな。あっちから行こう。
よっ。
Yo. My god.
待って。
Oh my god.
走って。
Shit. Catch her. Bruh. Catch her. Oh, I'm Navia now.
お嬢様。お嬢さん。お嬢様。どうしてこんなところでぼーっとしているんです？
お嬢様は自分の時間が
あれ
そのように見えました。
そうかもしれませんね。でも、
はあ、寝ぼけてるのか。すごくよく知っている。
お嬢様、
いや、単にどうして外。
覚えていらっしゃるかわかりませんが、
外出するついでに。
ああ、そうだ。
およ、ナビアさん、それにマルシラックさんとシルバさん、
最近はどう？
おかげさまで最高だ。朝から晩まで俺の家に来やがって。
力で人を黙らせて。
間違いない。
ああ、少しナビアさん、私が育てた花の種です。どうか受け取ってく。我が家の問題はナビア。
あんたが育てたの？あんがと。
お嬢様のお望みでしたら、秋の鉢はいくらでも。
じゃあ決まり。育ったら観葉植物。
かしこまりました。
待って、何？奥さん、私の聞き間違い。
はい、そうです。
初対面なのにあんたの名前は聞き覚えが。私は絶対にその名前をどこかで聞いた。そうだ、どうしてここはこんなに人が
お嬢様、お時間にご注意。
何があるの？
おや、まさか。
ナビアさん、ここにいたのね。ずっと探してたんだから。早く。
私の審判？
そうです、お嬢様。守。
Trial. What's going on? What's going on? I'm returned. Welcome back, y'all. Hello, hello. 给我自己笑一点。
見ろ、ナビアだ。
Welcome
彼
back.
女が来たぞ。
それにあの二人の従者もやっと来たわね。
審判を見に来てる人が多い。それにみんな妙にコリナ、デジレ、ジョインビレン、ジョリエンヌ、エソンヌ。こんなにたくさん来てるなんて。審判官はあれ、ヌビレットさんがいない。
お嬢様、被告席へどうぞ。
わかった。でも私の。
いつもなら許されないでしょう。
あの人たち、ここを何だと思ってるの？
本当に理解してるのか。
もっと。
ちょっとこそこそ話さないでくれる？
親愛なるナビアさん、まだ皆もご存知のように、ナビアさんはカーレスの旦スピナディロースらを引き継いでから、君はかつてのカーレスの旦那と同じように、そしてそれは君だけでない。
ならどっからどう見ても。
ああ、その通りだとも。だからこそ君はなおのこと訴えられるべきな。ポワソン町全体が一つの大きな家族であり、故に平等を掲げる法廷は君に有罪。
Oh shit.
確かに私は故郷のポ。
ほう、君。
よかったわね。
みんなこの見知った人たちはどうして全員笑ってるの？
いえ、違います。待ってください。そうではありません。
マルシラック？
マルシラックさん、何を言い出すんだ。私たちの考えは寸分たがわない。さあ法廷よ。
ここに残って、ナビア。
お嬢様、罪を認めてはいけません。これは
弁護権を行使します。ジョインビレさん、あなたは。
お嬢様は生まれながらにして自由で独立。
お嬢様がされてきたことはその違いを。
なるほど、個人としてか。だが忘れるな、私たちはフォンテーヌ人。ナビアさんが個人の意思でそう決めたとしても、水の国では今の私は全てのものを代表した存在だ。私たちの見解はいずれも完全に。
それがあなたたちの言う正義ですか。滑稽。忘れないでいただきたい。あなたたち
私たちに属する正義に背くのか。
その正義が鼻から間違っているな。
そちらの理屈であれば、私たちも自分の正義を掲げることができます。これが私たち。
どういうこと？
お嬢様、
シルバー、 なんだか頭が暗く。そっか。ずっと奇妙に感じてたコリナ、デジレ、ジョインビレ、ジョリエンヌ、エソンヌ、あとさっきあった、それからマルジラックとシルバも。認めたくないけどみんなもう死んでるんだ。
恐れることはありません。
バカバカしい。なんでそんな堅くなに審判を受けさせ逃がしちゃダメよ。何があっても。
マルシラックさん、シルバさん、まだ分かってくれん。たった2人でどうやって集団に逆らうというのだ。抵抗は諦めろ。これは崇高な審判であり、ナビアさんは私たちにあんなことがあったのだし、孤独なポアソン町に一人残すべきではな。
あんたたち一体。
もう言い訳は聞きたくない。
俺たちが妬んでいるだって。彼女が独立した
みんな様子が。
誰が彼女を妬むというの？
最初から俺たちに属してるじゃないか。
そうだろ。
静粛に。
Oh my god, his voice. Zooming at the voice.
この声は。
Oh my god.
ヌビレットさん。
法廷で騒ぐことは禁じられている。先ほど君たちが述べたことはただの茶番に過ぎず、審判を成立させるものではない。本日の審判はここまでとする。なお、法廷の許可を得てい
感謝いたします、ヌビレット様。
I want to change to English just to hear
さあ、ナビアさん、
Nubilet's deep voice.
まだ時間が残されているうちに。
早く言ってください、お嬢様。ここから出る唯一の
マルシラック。
失礼いたしました。これが最後の会話だと思うと。
Let's go by.
マルシラック。シルバ
ー。急げ。
さようなら、お嬢様。
お気をつけて。
Cannot that voice line. Español, ada voice. 어떡해. I want to change to English already.
いや、待ってよ。
目が覚めたか。
Oh my god.
体も無事なようで。
What is he doing here?
私、夢を見てたみたい。
大丈夫か？
悲しすぎて悪い夢でも見たのか？
先ほど私がここに着いた時、君たちのいた場所が崩れ、本来であれば一瞬でも水に触れれば溶けてしまうの
Time
だ
to
が。
change to Chinese one. I need to wait that one. I cannot.
何があったの？
うっすらとだが、2匹の純粋精霊が君を受け止めて保護している姿を目にした。もし彼らがいなければ、救い出す前に。
ちょっと待った。純粋精霊だって？
もしかすると、その2人。
声はいらない。ずっと2人に。
こっちに来てくれ。
ヌビレット、どうしたんだ？
いや、大したことではない。
わかったぞ。お前、無理やり。
私はただ、ナビア。
だったら最初からそう言えよ。
それもそうだな。シグウィンか。何事も。
安心しろ。あいつは水なし。
そうか。であればいい。
そうだ。公爵もお前によろしくって言ってたぞ。
ああ。その気遣いにも感謝しなければな。
こいつ、本当に話題を探す。ヌビレット、お前って。今のはなし。
ああ。君たちとポアソン町で会う約束をしていただろう。唖然としていたところ、たまたまその場に居合わせた飯。
確かに、最初は合流する予定だったもん。
time to change to English. Oh, I cannot.
お待たせ。
I cannot
ごめん
change
ね。
to
だいぶ落
English.
ち着いたよ。さあ、探索を再開しましょう。ところで、ヌビレットさんも一緒に行くの？
ああ、同行させてもらおう。
また一人増えたな。よーし、それじゃあ出発だ。
だだこんだら。
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
気をつけろよ。
You? Oh shit.
危ない。石が落ちてきたぞ。
Oh my. Oh my god. 짱아 등장.
もうすぐで最上層だと思うぞ。あと少しだ。 手をつなぎましょう。邪魔をするな。
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh, what the heck? Investigate the space ahead.
行き止まりみたいだな。
ここで終わりのようだ。近くに隠し部。
思ったよりぐるぐるさせられたけど、そこまで広くはないみたいね。
Oh.
石板？ここに奉納されてるみたいだ。
待って、あまり不用意に触るのはやめ。
台座が4つに対して石板は3つしかないな。1つ
近くの壁も崩れている。
下に文字が書いてあるな。どれどれ？これは滅ぶべき国である。
Listen dictates
過
that
去から
this
そ
nation
の
is
未来の
destroyed.
歴史を記す
I shall record the history of its future here in its
誰かが意図してこの石板と言葉を残したみたいね。
これは予言を示した内容だろう。石板。
ひざまずいてる信心深そうな人がいるな。その後ろにまた同じポーズをした人がいるぞ。
The island.
3枚目の絵の真ん中にいる人はフリーナ様？
それに周りを人が囲んでる。
で、こっちの4枚目だけど、これは私も知ってる。フォンテーヌで噂になっている予言。
人々は皆海の中に溶け、水準。
Fufu. Fufu. Oh, oh, oh.
この一連の石板には他にも多くの情報が隠されているのだろう。
そんなこと言わないで。
石板を見てたらだ て
こんな未来
History
に
of
立
the
ち向かうの
future.
はさすがに
History
遠
of
慮
the
したいとこ
future.
ろ。
でもこの絵を
How does
つ
that
な
go?
げてみてみると
How does that
どっ
work?
かおかしい気がしないか？
そうね。確かに、もしこの4枚の絵が時系列順に並んでるとしたら、4枚目のフォンテーヌが水没する絵が先で、次に3枚目の水神様が水に落ちる絵になるはずだよね。
Shouldn't the fourth, the water drowning fountain, come before the third?
だがこの石板では順序が逆になっている。
これが時系列通りなら、3枚目にフリーナ様がいるし、この2枚目に書かれてる方は先代の
エゲリアか。彼女を実際に見たことはないが、仙台水神が空に浮かぶ島に向かってひざまずき、
まさか水神様が罪を犯し、どうしてこんな古い石板が存在するのか気になってたけど、内容を見た感じ、
だったら石板を作ってこの言葉を残した。
どうやらその手がかり。
そうね。もう近くに。
そうだな。まずは安全な場。
Can change now. Okay. Yes, can change it.
ここで別れましょ
Oh no, I'm still
一
stuck
応ま
here.
だスピナ。
う。あちこち走り回った。
今夜はサンドル川に戻って。
私もこれで失礼しよう。旅人。
旅人。
私は明日の午前、君もきっと気になっていることだろう。時間があれば。
本当にフリーナに直接聞くの？
彼女はずっと秘密を隠している。
おう、しっかり頼んだぞ。
今夜。
旅人、タイモ。サンドル川にある。それじゃあ、また。
Time to change to English voice. Oh, dang it. I
戻ってき
cannot
たか。
change. I cannot get out of
今夜はあ
this.
んたら客人のためにスペシャルメニューを用意してあ
I
るぜ。
cannot stop, yo.
美味しいものまで用
I'm
意してあ
stuck.
るなんて。ナビア、メインディッシュだけじゃなくてデザートもあるぞ。
Oh my god, how to?
昼にあっ
おや、この声はまさか。
What's she doing here?
あなたたちどうしてフォンテーヌにいるんです？
You don't have him. Yala, yala. What is she doing here?
ですね。道中で誰に会うかな。モナがフォンテーヌにいるってことは、フォンテーヌには用事があって市内にホテルを取ってあるんです。でもパイモンはどうして私がフォンテーヌ人だと思ったんです？メギストスが、そうだぞ。まあ私も昔は自分の性を持っていましたよ。いや、まあそこに関しては仕方ありません。おばばは優れた先生術師ですからね。はい。メギストスは私やおばばが性の代わりに使って自分を称えるような言葉を名前に入れるなんて。ええ、そうなるでしょう。いずれにせよ、将来弟子を持つようになったら、アストロマンサー・バーベロス・トリス・メギストスです。どんだけ長いんだよ。私の名前の意味は、偉大なる先生術師モナですが、おばばの名前はそうですね。
great scholar of
直訳すると、
scars.
3倍？そうでしょ？おばばはそういう人なんです。 2倍どころかそれ。
メギストスは私たちの専門分野で使われる名詞のようなもので、通常であればその役割は生と同じです。
おいおい、これが壊滅的だ。でもそうなるとモナはフォンテーヌ人じゃ。
ええ、私はモンド生まれですよ。
そっか、ならよかった。
そういえば最近フォンテーヌでいろんなことが起き、なんだか嫌な予感がしますから、あの水はかなり厄介そうです。
She can tell us the
例の予言に
future.
起因していると言えますね。先日招待状はかなり前に届いたもの。
あの予言のこと、モナは。
確かに私は生成術師ではありますが、あの予言はそのようなレベルとなると、誰にでも。ただ逆に考えると、あの予言には
預言者
いますよ。そのレベルの占いでしたらおババができます。あなた。わかりました。こんなに真剣なあなたを見る。
ありがとな。
ふふん、私にしかできないことですからね。よっ、
最も偉大な
そうその通りです。
すまない。入り口の方から何やら騒がしい声が聞こえたんだが。
まずい。テンションが高まりすぎて注意されてしまいました。それでは私はよ。
モナのやつ、そそくさと逃げてったな。スピナディロースラの人が、おい、とにかくモナに手伝ってもらえることになったし、フォンテーヌのと。
Nice sleep.
おきれたけど、今日はヌビレットのところに行くんだろ。早く
Oh wait, before that need to change. Language. English. Will it be applied? Oh no, let's go. I think it's back to English.
You're here! Finally!
Is something wrong?
Monsieur Durvalette and Lady Farina, they seem to have gotten into a
Dispute.
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses between us.
Back to his deep voice.
It is not my intention to offend you, but please tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalor,
He's
are you
angry.
not?
Oh no.
Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent Poisson incident.
You mean they're all...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen again. I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
Shit. There, press.
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know anything about that. But you found them in some ancient ruins, you say?
That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 feature different images that seem to correlate
Listening to
to the
Japanese
prophecy.
and then reading English. Suddenly, I cannot read. I don't know how I can do it with anime. But Genshin 又不能呀，奇怪。
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such slates.
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous... My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry. I just...
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations into certain matters. There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange that you should also claim to not know any of Egeria's secrets. You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool.
Oh, his
And
deep
yet,
voice.
your behavior is very inconsistent.
Sewa kaitan siya. Okay.
So you've been watching me all this time, have you? I didn't think you were that type. Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take care of it. There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following my lead. Just trust in me, your Archon, and do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. It'll all turn out fine. That's all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter again. Oh, the opera's about to start. Toodles!
Toodles. Pow. Why?
Did Farina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her. She was smiling.
I assume you've been outside for a while now?
Oh, you noticed.
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasses time and again. Still, I do not understand. Dialogue is the basis for understanding, so why did she keep refusing?
What is happening?
Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue is her attitude. We may have to create a situation in which she will have no... Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial. Perhaps we must...
But Farina's seen so many trials, and she's really good at dodging questions. How do we make sure that she won't...
We will need to consider this thoroughly, join forces with various parties. If at all possible, I would prefer to recuse myself from this affair, but... This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. The information a god... But who will lend us their aid to...
Poison, poison.
Well, that's everyone, huh? Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster, so it's presently devoid of people. That naturally makes it the best choice.
And here you are drinking tea like it's the most natural thing in the world, huh?
That's what families should do. Sit and enjoy a leisurely time together.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Friend.
Me? No, I don't think I can.
Then, how about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things. Wonderful, the spotlight at last. I guess I'll be facilitating things from here.
That was a little long-winded, don't you think?
Oh,
you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the chase, our friend here, the Traveler, has brought us together to discuss something. As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling our efforts together to create a series of traps.
Oh, how intriguing.
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Chlorand, and used on the spot. So, let's invite her to explain in detail. A round of applause, please.
Huh? Didn't you say that you would be facilitating this?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right?
No,
This is
fight,
a good
fight,
chance to
fight.
practice. You might even pick up some
Oh my
fancy
God.
oratory tricks to impress your boss with in the future.
Oh my god.
I see. And what does my boss say?
He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do go on.
In that case, do any of you have experience hunting?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for Lynette, oh, right. You were sick that day, weren't you?
I've also gone diving to catch some fish before. Does that count?
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but Fontaine once played host to a group known as the Marechaussee Hunters. Though that was their name, they did not hunt animals, but rather various monsters left behind by the ancient dynasty of King Remus. Today, Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly, so the hunters have blended back into society, taking up arms in other lines of work. They even left a unique methodology of hunting in their wake. A trap comprises of the following components: bait, a trigger, and a containment device. Sometimes a lethal implement will also be necessary to deal with the prey. So, if we were to build a trap together, right now, what would you choose to build it with?
For me, I would prefer something basket-shaped. Pigeons and rabbits will see the bait and naturally enter the snare. Our line of work requires a deft hand, and we're some of the best in the industry, so you can count on our techniques.
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you? My subordinates mentioned that you even performed some magic for the bawling children.
Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence in the meantime. I'm quite the multitasker if I do say so myself.
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit. I prefer more stable methods, like
Calm and steady.
Exactly
the kind of person.
And I can be their assistant.
With discretion, I'm sure.
I'd probably use some sort of mechanical animal. Papa once bought me some small clockwork squirrels, mice. I remember that you liked those too, didn't you?
I did. And that would be a good way to go about it. If they're realistic enough, animals...
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear I do not have any related
That makes sense. But I do have one more question. If we were to create a trap now, how would you...
I would like for it to be effective, but bring no harm to the prey. A more gentle trap would be ideal.
Kind, as always. However, our intention doesn't necessarily change the containment device and the type of implement we need. If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement.
Why are we killing?
However, that also goes for prey that must be captured and safely contained.
Wait, why is that?
Only a hunter who's a true expert at subduing their prey can snare it without harming it. The line that divides life and death is often exceedingly thin.
So are we going hunting together?
We hadn't thought of seeing ourselves as hunters. It kinda works, but maybe it's still not the best metaphor.
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on trial, then the hunting metaphor is actually quite accurate.
Damn.
But we shall require much more courage than any hunter to judge a god, a being whose seat is an exalted throne.
Oh, so that's what's going on. Sounds very interesting.
I have to click. Tempting to take her secrets is an act of scare religious disrespect. We are going to hunt the Hydro Archon. Hunting time. It's here, your team. My team need to change here. So fast. But my team is already this. It's okay. Can prepare. Oh my god. Is it ready? Just take your strongest team. I don't know who's my strongest.
It's been a tough few days.
Strongest to.
Much has been happening.
So cannot like Hydro team, is it? 個是那個 whale 的話
Paimon didn't think the meetings would go on for so long, but everyone seemed pretty fired up, huh? Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Paimon thinks about it, but everyone else just looked a little surprised. It's hard to say. Paimon doesn't have any experience with this sort of thing. But after all, you're the most reliable person in the world, aren't you? Did you just pour some tea? Paimon didn't notice you doing that. Then what's that? Paimon's never seen that cup before.
Don't be frightened. I'm just joining you two for tea. I merely refrained from saying anything till now.
Who's that voice?
Ghosts.
Have you forgotten me already?
Wait, you are familiar. You're the voice we heard from the sky in Sumeru.
The voice from the sky, I fear that description is wrong. Though, you're feeling lost now, just as you were feeling previously. I sensed that confusion in the...
Who is she?
Consider me a passerby, just accepting a commission from my friend's disciple. The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled. You may view...
What? Then is...
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Can everything in Tevat so easily be changed? So just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods, could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods' gaze does not fall? Are the things that you shall see different from the fate that the gods perceive?
What is she talking about?
I believe that you understand, right? Some things are insignificant. Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what. This was good tea, by the way. Thank you for your hospitality.
The voice.
He's gone. I don't understand though. What was that? Seems to be outside.
Alright. Hey, it's you who's getting lazy.
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively banter.
Just
fine, just fine.
continue the story.
I used to take part in that Stingbird panel. It turned out to be more interesting
a bit
than
confusing.
Not all Fontainians are pessimistic about this. One journalist mentioned that sitting around and waiting for the end to come would be wrong, and that they should make their own rescue preparations.
Did she have pink hair by any chance?
Why,
Journalist
yes, it was Charlotte. I assume you've heard of her, no? I'm in full support of her view. Prophecies are very important, but how can...
That's right!
Yes.
about what we had discussed before. I did try, but I'm afraid I... Huh? Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
She said that even the god's gaze has blind spots. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon. Most people would believe the gods to...
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. As for the mage named N, the old hag has mentioned her a few times. She said that N's sense of direction is but I've never met her. And if she were still alive, she'd be...
Whoa. The Hexen Circle sounds like a scary group.
Their abilities alone are pretty terrifying. If she can...
Well, it's not like Paimon could understand anything.
Yes, she was quite cryptic, but I suspect she means that there is still a way to... Perhaps it is something that you cannot know, right? Traveler,
Oh, we're fine. We're just
I see. I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed fate. But even so, I still hope for and believe perhaps that's what N was trying to tell you. Not to lose heart. I did originally think of steering clear of all this, but I couldn't. Even if this is all...
Huh. You do have a point.
There I go, talking about astrological principles again. It was worth trying to comfort you, even if only I suppose that might be what...
Bye-bye.
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said. Hey, Traveler. Paimon... Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
Go to the newsstand.要打架了吗？
Huh? Our names are... Let Paimon see! The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has continued in its noble autonomy. But that does not mean that others can... My recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Huh. Thus, did an Outlander friend become the focus of this report? A blonde adventurer with their white hair. So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery, but journalist Charlotte's biggest scoop yet. The Traveler... Huh. Charlotte took so many awesome photos. She hasn't been able to get a hold of anything at the fortress, so since we're easier to find, she's using us as the subject matter. Seriously? Well, fine.
我们被拍了。No! Wait, what? 又是这个，真的。哎呦，哎呦。 Okay, what's up?
Over here.
Lynette's not joining us today?
I've had her follow Gemma and see if we can... Still... I don't... Today we'll be looking to... When Caesar passed away, all the stolen goods before long, Lorette... I had to pull a lot of...
那我可以走啊。Cannot. Stupid. 还用Arwen stream， 这个人一直在叫人家 stream， 可是他自己又不要 stream 了。从昨天我叫他 stream Epic 7， 他没有开始。我已经开始了，他还没有。
You neglected to mention that you were bringing two other people with you.
My apologies. These two are my assistants.
I asked you
when they heard that I was meeting with the former magic maestro himself, they begged and pleaded with me to bring them along.
Oh, forget the
stream
pleasantries,
trading
just sit.
叫我这样 trade， 看你 trade。
Get a load of this guy. Forget the pleasantries, he says, but He looks pretty happy
Can we
about
do? I
Winnie
don't
stroking
know.
his
It's
ego.
even right?
I only agreed to meet since we're both magicians.
You can give people
Do me a
signal.
favor and cut to the
Stream
chase.
your
I have more
trading.
important things to do than drinking.
每次在 TikTok
Much
啦，那
obliged,
些
As it
stream
happens,
的
the matter I want to
那个
address is also related to magic.
cannot buy, I
Yesterday
think.
morning, a warning letter from the Phantom Weasel
Is there a
appeared on
real
the
life?
entrance to
Is
the
there?
Opera House. He claims to be planning something for the same evening that I'm scheduled to do a magic show there. As such, I have to get to the bottom of this to ensure that my show can go ahead as planned. Naturally, any investigation into the Weasel starts with a few questions about Caesar, who...
What is there to investigate? Caesar was the
等一
weasel
下
and
晚
he's
上
been
会
dead
跟
for 10 years. So what if some
学
sick
啊
creep thought it'd be funny to write a warning letter? It changes
Anybody
nothing.
want to
Are you
learn
trying to tell me you
trading
actually
can
bought it?
contact Alvin.
Please, sir, no need to get so worked up. I do concede that a copycat is but one possibility.
Possibility? It's a fact, Linny. The weasel is dead. Period. Everyone knows that, so...
Oh, sir, my pride as a magician is what...
Your pride?
I want to find out the Phantom Weasel's true
Laugh.
identity.
What would that accomplish? And what do the events of 10 years ago have to do with you, anyway?
Uh-oh. This is...
Lorenzo? Is that? Oh, it is you!
Oh my god, his
I
voice.
know that big, booming voice anywhere. What's up?
Another day, I'm busy.
It is.
Oh, come on. You can't be all business all the time. You know what they say?
Yes, I
Live
told me
fast,
tonight. Yeah,
die.
If I wanted your life advice, I'd ask for it. Now get out of my face and go be drunk somewhere else.
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, hey. Edmondo. He and I are
Cannot
business
skip
pals. We worked together a bunch of times.
Alvin angry.
This is your first time meeting him? Oh, he's always like this.
Hiding
Foul
pay
mouth
and
and
torrent.
hard nose. Never heard a kind word out of this guy the whole
torrent
time I've
fan
known him.
If he finally won,
He wonders why he can't get a girlfriend despite being, what,
Not yet.
pushing 40,
Man is
30
drunk,
something?
yeah, man.
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word out of you and you can forget about...
Quite funny his
sorry,
voice.
I think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Linny, be my guest.
Be my guess.
But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather spectacular fashion.
Totally. And what was all that about compensating you for your... He's gotta be hiding something.
It's an
and not
awfully
like
big
Gemma.
head.
I think so too.
This one.
We need to look into Loren. That
It's
guy
a
Edmondo
magician.
seems to know a thing or two about him. He only...
He can make things disappear. Okay. No! Why? Why can't I do the main quest? What else you want me to do? Come on now, come on. Edmundo. Edmundo.
You okay there?
Oh, it's you guys. Don't worry. I said way too much back there, didn't I?
So, he was...
Hey. Don't go prying into Lorenzo's personal affairs.
What kind of...
Don't even take it from me. That's
Spirit,
not a
spirit.
good sign.
I feel like you have to
You're too
finish
young
the
for
quest.
this.
Really? I have to finish this? No? Okay, no. A little bit more. Okay. Then no more gacha.
Shh. I think we're being watched.
Who is that?
Someone was listening in to our whole conversation. Don't say
James
anything
Bond.
and don't look back. Any altercation...
We're here!
10 PM stream. Ask Saffron join night. Okay, stream what? I need to play. Pate跟 Vintage Trading.
That's the limited edition, only 16 slices a day cake. It was
不懂
so
Pate 哪
delicious
几
the
点
last time we tried it, despite the tense situation we were. One slice of cake, please. Someone showed up after all. Oh, wait, you're the one from the.
I'm back in the main quest.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too? It seems Monsieur Nervalette was right. You really can eat. Wait, did he really say? That's right. Even he has his own preferences when it comes to food. As for me, I love the cake and coffee here. Do you come here often?
明天没有做工
Usually every
right?
day. Every day? It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work. I shall have my cake and coffee. Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing? But why would it close? Well, Paimon doesn't know either, but... Oh, the prophecy. To be honest, I haven't paid much... No. It's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to...
Of course, got... Oops. Oopsie.
Don't
so
be
you still
sad.
have 1 hour 20 minutes?
Could
Yes,
I have
1
2 more
hour 20
slices of
minutes.
cake to go?
Can
These
go.
2
I don't know,
slices
can
are
I?
for you. Sijuin said that this kind of... Oh, you know Sijuin? I sure do. She was born before me, and she sometimes comes to this. She said that humans are creatures that are saddened easily. I've got something else to do, so I'll be going now.
I think...
You do. And there she goes. All right, let's dig in. Paimon.
Cake. I want some.
It's more delicious than last time. Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious.
Leave hotel. Why are we here anyways? What is the point? 很亮啊，我的眼睛。
Oh, we're near the seabird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
Have a chat? How am I going to go there? Can I fly there? Wait, where is it? Oh, it's there. What the heck? Confused. 不懂我背什么东西。Confused. Are you doing the main quest? Am I doing the main quest? I'm not doing the main quest. Stop. It's here. This is so confusing.
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon! You got some nerve! You just used that.
Oh, you needn't worry. It's all right though. I've set aside the amount intended for you.
Really?
You're almost a little too easy to win over, Paimon. If I were...
Oh, Paimon knows you're not.
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden?
A friend of ours met you a while back, and when she mentioned...
Ah, so you know Miss Mona as well. She's a guest columnist for our paper. Really? So she mentioned me?
She said that you're a real dick.
Nice. In which case...
Huh?
Oh, of course it doesn't. That was more like live photography. What I'd like to...
Yeah, are we?
Why not? If I say you're worth an interview, then you're...
Oh, in that case...
Oh, so that's a yes? Oh, splendid! Whew, so much to get done.
Wait, Charlotte, Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that?
If... Just for example...
Huh. That's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist first and foremost. That means I have... From what I've seen, most people don't know what they'd do should the worst come to pass. So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of ours. I know what you're thinking. Just think about it. If this nation really were to be suddenly destroyed tomorrow, and then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it... I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic.
but I do love my job, and I'd be proud of leaving such an article behind. I guess you could say that I was born to be a journalist. But anyway, that's my answer. And on that note, I'll get back to my preparations.
That's so nice. All of a sudden, anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we?
Oh, we go to see the sea.
The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh? Paimon's been thinking. If it wasn't Fontaine, but all of Tevat that would... No, Paimon should ask if you could choose. We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of things. You mean, still traveling? Huh.
Nightfall, accommodation, and this. Interview, Navia, haven't finished. Just by take a photo, all goes well. Everyone's so calm with this disaster that's gonna happen.
Feels like it'll grow, but it's still better than the Fortress of Mirapede.
Ah, so the two of you are still here.
Oh, you're from the Palais
Yes, I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nervillet sent me to look for you two before. I heard that afterward. Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Actually, I'm here to... Yes, inside the Opera House. The Maréchaussée Phantom has to...
Small, right?
Well, that said, I don't... Lady Farina was watching a performance at the Opera House, and while she was resting during an loudly accusing her of doing nothing about the And before she could respond, the crowd continued to grow and protest against the hydro...
So people have started to put the blame on Farina. Guess they finally found an outlet for the pressure they've been under due to the...
I agree. People will naturally rely on...
So what happened after that?
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control, and that further argument with the Maréchaussée Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Farina had gone. Only when...
So, you mean...
That's right. The Maréchaussée has dispatched many... That said, I don't think there's much to worry about. Good. Monsieur Nervillet sent me to tell you about...
Don't worry. This is more than enough...
Is that so?
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then. If we know Farina, she won't try to fix things in this situation. And, as we also know, she may be loud and dramatic, but she does... When Nervillet was talking to her in the Palais Mermonia, and she heard about Poisson, it would be hard for her to ignore being accused by the... Paimon thinks Farina's probably taken the opportunity to slip away to Poisson. Huh. Well, what do you think? Paimon knows the answer. In that case, there's none...
Let's go to Poisson.
This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of devastation. Could Farina really be here? Let's try to find her as soon as possible.
Oh my god. Where am I going? Yes, fight, I guess. It's time to prepare.
That's Farina, right over there.
Stay quiet. Who am I?
Should I just give up? This is all.
Am I fighting her?
What was meant to happen did happen after all. Everyone's dead. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Give up, Farina. There's no point in holding out. I'm sorry.
What can I even do other than to repeat meaningless apologies over and over? Who's that?
Who's that?
Don't worry, Farina, it's just us.
Oh my god, the way she
So
changed,
it is
she's a bit
you,
scary.
blonde traveler from another land. Why, I almost thought you were summoned from that mob of my ignorant subjects. Come to kneel and beg for my forgiveness.
Farina, you were crying just now, weren't you? The tear stains on your face are obvious.
What do you mean, tear stains? Oh, I remember. The show at the Opera House earlier this morning was so... Who did that uncivilized rabble think they were? Disturbing my enjoyment of the art. They even dare to tout their Archon. I must teach... Oh, and I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Maréchaussée Phantom are freaking out right next to them. Of course not.
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after her!
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
They are? They're just some rabid fans who want to... That's against the rules. I can't...
Farina just ran off. Quick, we have to catch...
Catch up with her.
This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding spot over here. Quick, come to Paimon before the rest of them catch up to you.
What is...
Hurry, they're almost here.
Fine. I suppose haste is warranted.
Oh no, it's a trap. You're gonna catch her. Damn. Wow.
No, I mean, I merely gave in to the sheer enthusiasm they displayed.
You're right. Yep, that's a good girl.
What's happening? The ground's shaking.
Yeah, a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson.
It can't be. It's happened.
Well, there's no need to worry too much about that. Nouvellette's made some emergency.
Yeah, but the people of Poisson, they've already...
Thomas surface. Farina suddenly calms down.
It's true. I've been investigating the prophecy for hundreds of years. I once had informants all over Tevat, searching for clues and feeding information back to... I've tried all kinds of ways, too, to hold back the sea. Anything to keep the coastline from advancing. But all my efforts proved to be futile in the end. Really, the truth has been clear to me for a very long time.
I didn't know it was a trap. I know you have to.
Enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles will
I'm
have
good
its
at
way,
predicting
and the
stories.
prophecy shall be fulfilled. Give up. I do love the sound of that phrase. It would mean finally coming to terms with Indeed. I've thought about giving up so many times. Especially fate is really unreasonable, isn't it? It has no heart and obeys no rules. The prophecy has only just now. It all became clear to me. As long as the final moment hasn't come, don't worry. I will keep hope alive for everyone. Well,
oh my
that's
god.
enough for now.
I
I
know.
got the impulse to play the stricken maiden, but honestly, considering my rank and station, Now, don't take any of what I just said seriously.
Oh, come on! Paimon could have sworn you...
Can just go back to square one like this. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone. Your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
Share, Marp, that's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share with me. I am what you call a witness.
Yes, and if to that is, in its entirety, a show on a...
Spectator. Just spit it out. There's no time. Oh shit. Ta-da.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my opening performance.
Just give her
without
more time,
further ado,
just now.
we may proceed to the trial of our god.
So, this is what it is. Yes, you deserve praise for the effort you took to raise the dramatic stakes. Do not forget, however, that I am Focalor, the god of justice.
That was like,
of justice itself. Does it not strike you as even the least bit absurd to bring the very concept of justice to trial?
May I interpret these words as your refusal to stand trial? In that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
Oh shit.
You would draw your blade against a god?
Oh.
I see. It seems like you have made up your mind.
Paimon can't believe it. She just surrendered.
What the heck is going on? Did I just see an Archon surrender to a human?
Wow, how utterly humiliating.
Lady Farina, what is the meaning of this?
It would seem that there has been a misunderstanding. To be clear,
I thought she would say it just
is
now.
not always an indication of surrender.
She was going to say,
Excuses again, huh?
I raised my hands just now to indicate my acceptance of the trial. No duel shall be necessary. I will admit that I've been running away for a long time. I'm sorry, everyone. I was unable to protect the people of Poisson. It is my duty to stand trial for my crimes. You are not the only ones to be disappointed in me. I too am exceedingly
when my reaction when the
in
box open is
But now,
Cians, if
it's time
only
for
they
the
can,
Hydro Archon to show you her courage and
if
resolve.
they can
I,
give them
Farina,
more time.
will use this trial to show the world the true meaning of justice. This time, I will protect you.
Ooh.
Applaud and rejoice. One of the most outrageous and fantastical arcs known to the opera epiclese is now unfolding before your eyes.
Applaud.
Mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine. The trial of the Hydro Archon, Focalor, will now begin!
Woohoo!
Oh, now we're making history!
Why does it feel like Farina just took over the whole thing? Like, come on! Didn't just get forced to stand trial for her crimes? Also, even though she's still acting super dramatic, she is taking this seriously this time, right?
Is she?
All right then. Who will be my opponent in this trial?
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Is that so? Very well. Then please speak, witness of Tivat, my accuser and fated opponent.
Me? Me? Why me?
Please allow me to ask.
I just want to watch the show
before the trial begins. Just how much work did you do to force me onto this stage?
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
Ken don't
I
say
can
Ria,
handle
isn't
the
it?
tasks assigned to the Spina di Rosula, since
You
they were
also
rather
said that.
straightforward and easy.
Novia, the president of the Spina di Rosula.
Most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning were my subordinates.
本来是我们好好跟他讲话的 and then suddenly now we're the one accusing. Why? We had a lot of people just now and then why me? Damn it. 可以不要我吗？
They changed into plain clothes and came to the opera house as regular audience members, waiting for the perfect opportunity to incite insurrection against you. The people's resentment against their Archon has been building as more and more of the prophecy is fulfilled. A spark was all we needed to turn smoldering anger into a flame. Moreover, according to our understanding and analysis of you, when something like that occurred, you would likely flee the scene and head to Poisson by yourself. So, we arranged for a second group to lie in wait there.
So, you mean the ones who scoured the settlement for me were also from the Spina?
And their goal was to force you to step into the giant magic box so you may personally participate in the greatest magic performance in all of Fontanian history.
That's right. That house was a magic box, rather than someone's residence.
As the super ultimate version of the setup that I used when I first performed at the Opera Epiclese, the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude, and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and Arenias. Its cargo, of course, was an Archon instead of a human. My thanks, Farina. Without your help, we could never have pulled off such an extraordinary performance.
You're welcome?
Of course, this performance was only made possible with Father's support. The House of the Hearth spent a massive amount of labor in Mora to pull this off. We had to select a location, construct a giant magic box, dig a tunnel, and open up a path through the water. It was a lot of work for all of us.
So, in other words, the earthquake that we felt within the giant magic box was just a normal tremor from the transportation of the whole house?
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to come.
Deceived you.
Then, I can guess Nervilette and Cloran's parts. You gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, and made sure that the champion duelist would be immediately ready for a fight. Also that as soon as I appeared on the stage, the trial may commence without a hitch. Am I right?
Yes, that is correct.
That is correct.
Well, Clorand, I must commend you for your courage. Only the most outstanding champion duelist in all of Fontaine would accept a duel with an Archon without flinching.
Thank you.
As for you, Traveler, I suppose your role was to keep me distracted with conversation once you found me in Poisson. You'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd arrived onto the stage. Oh?
Give you one last chance. We hope that you share your secrets with us. Yeah, I mean.
Is that so? Then I suppose I must have missed my final chance. It's fine. It matters not. What's done is done. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial through to the very end.
Oh no. Judging time.
Madam Prosecutor, please allow me to pass this along. This is a document that Miss Charlotte applied for and received permission to share with you during the trial. According to her, it should speed up the proceedings.
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something?
She's there.
Hey, Charlotte!
It's also part of it.
Oh, Leibheimancy. Is it? Wait. Then that means this document is a perfect timeline of so in other words, we can refer to this anthology of evidence every time we want to use something from our journey. Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, alright?
You defeated the Hydro
this
Archon in the very first duel you took part in at the Opera House. That's one for the history books, all right. I didn't think that you'd wind up getting to the bottom of the case I'd been following all this time. This is the fortress of Meropide was almost
There's
destroyed.
a lot of things.
The prosecution and the defense are both
Let's
in
go.
position. The trial shall now
Trial
begin.
time.
Oh, come on, Nervylette. There's no need to repeat all the unimportant legalese. Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution lays out my offenses. As the defendant, of course, it is only natural for humans to struggle to understand the actions of a god. However,
That's true, but my charge here is
Oh, I'm
unrelated to
speaking.
your conduct as an Archon. Instead, I would like to charge you as a fraud who's never been the Archon in the first place.
How could you say that?
What was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
How could I say that?
I came here thinking that we were going to try the Hydro Archon for forsaking our duty, but...
Charge accepted. Lady Farina, do you plead guilty to the charge? Lady Farina.
I plead not guilty. How can I be guilty? There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your true Archon.
Yeah. Even though Lady Farina can be rather eccentric, isn't it going too far to doubt her very identity?
Yeah, I've never questioned her identity either. Sure, Lady
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were... See? Even the Oratrice has decided to show me if you wish to drop the case, I can promise you as the God of Justice that you will...
An argument with near impossible odds, huh? You have to not only refute Farina's claims, but also overturn the long-held beliefs of the people.
Well, I tried to give you the chance to surrender. If you must persist, then let me ask. If you believe I'm not the Archon, then what manner of... And if I was not the Archon, then how did I manage to live for over 500 years?
First of all, you may be a member of another long-lived race, which would allow you to naturally possess an extended lifespan. And second of all, Even if that wasn't the case, there could be other ways to...
Who gave you that idea?
Oh,
Was it the
no.
knave? You'd sink so low as to use a harbinger.
A curse? I once thought it possible that the aura of an Archon might naturally resemble a type of curse. But in light of this claim, perhaps what I sensed was not your divinity, but a curse after all.
You sensed it too, huh, Neverlet?
Lady Farina is actually a Well, it is true that it's extremely difficult to tell humans and gods apart just by looking at them. It's not impossible.
Oh. Turn the tides.
Well, don't start celebrating too early now. Even if, besides, everyone knows that the main difference between a human and a god is the possession of authority. God, for centuries, manifestations of my authority have served the nation of Fontaine. One need only to turn their eyes towards the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal in this very opera house, or consider the indemnitium that is used in every aspect of...
You tried to reference the Oratrice, but weren't you as confused as all the rest of us when the Oratrice declared Child to be guilty without any proof?
Didn't I make myself clear at the time? The decisions of the gods are naturally difficult for humans to comprehend. There is no need to provide an
Lady Farina, I believe a reminder of your current circumstances is in while the court is in session. The principles of justice and the law must come before all else. You will prove yourself unable to defend against the prosecution's charges if you continue to withhold vital information against the rules of the court.
I never thought you'd use that kind of rhetoric against me.
That was no trick of rhetoric, Lady Farina. I've merely reiterated...
So, you neither knew why Child was declared guilty, nor did you understand the structure and operations of the Instead of having been created by you, the manifestations of authority you mentioned...
The real Hydro Archon. Well, now you're really losing me. It is true that I did not know why the Oratrice gave out a guilty verdict that day. But the Oratrice handed out that verdict unilaterally. And it has been operating independently ever since it was first created. You can't argue that just because a divine creation is flawed, that the god behind it must also be no god at all.
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses. Seems like she's confident that we won't be able to produce proof that she has no power over the Oratrice.
Sure, we can put our trees aside for now, but then Miss Farina, could you give us a brief demonstration of your power?
My power as an Archon. There are many ordinary citizens in the audience.
If that poses a concern, I'm prepared to extend my protection to the...
You don't need to go that
should
far.
be quite harmless. Surely an Archon can at least match the capacity of a human if a... Oh.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or...
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium! All Archons derive their power from the faith of the people, and thus did I give up all of my divine power to provide everyone with energy for their daily lives. Have you ever seen a more magnanimous...
Isn't that?
Yeah, no matter how generous an Archon can be, how could they give up all their power? Can a god with no power even...
Oh my god.
It seems like nobody's buying Farina's excuse.
Hey, come now, everyone. Please don't stare at me as if I was a liar. I'm still the same Farina you knew, right? The one that you loved. Shouldn't you want to believe in me? Please? You've got to believe me.
If what the prosecutor said is true, she really has committed a grave offense.
Did she deceive all of us? And all of our parents and grandparents too? And then all of our ancestors?
Enough. That's enough. Tell me then, if I'm not the real Hydro Archon, then who is? If you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon's existence, nor can you find anyone who can back up their claim to be such, then what grounds have you to say that I'm not actually the real deal?
Wow, she came up with yet another argument. How can we refute her now?
And if she's only human, justice pushed back by Nivelette's power. Tacoma.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh.
Paimon doesn't think this.
Sorry. No, what? Come on.
It has been established
it's this
that
one.
all Fontanians can dissolve in water from the primordial.
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can use right here and now to eliminate.
Miss Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for the prosecution before addressing the court. Though you act in partnership with the prosecutor, you must still adhere to proper procedure.
Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice. I swear this really will be the last time that I'll speak out of turn. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson. As everyone knows, a massive flood struck the area not long ago, taking many lives, including those of some of my closest friends. So, Miss Farina, would you dare to touch some of this seawater? If we were to believe that you are indeed the real Hydro Archon, touching this seawater would have no
I've been
effect on
watching
you.
this cutscene for an hour, man. You were here. Hello, hello.
If you don't dare to touch it,
wait,
then
stop
we would have
first.
basically proved the reverse.
It's been an hour? Oh shit. You were here for 1 hour already.
Oh, and I must remind you that after the disaster at Poisson, nobody wants to see any more people dissolved. I do hope you'll act prudently and choose the simpler path of admitting guilt.
Hello there, Mr. Streamer.
Navia from the Spina di Rasula. The Spina has governed Poisson for many years. I guess her suggestion is valid.
If Lady Farina is indeed just a human, she's probably Fontanian like all the rest of us. Would she really dare to try?
What the comment? SO 是吗 SO 感叹号 SO 是吗还是 slash SO 我也是忘记
Lady Farina, this test has been unilaterally proposed by the prosecution. As it falls outside the realm of standard court proceedings, you possess the right to decline participation.
Well, of course you had to tell her that. But refusing to participate is basically the same as a confession of guilt.
She's just staring at the water without saying a single word. It really does seem like she's quite terrified of it.
What's going on? Is she really planning to... It's not what we thought she would...
Due to the inherent risk of the test, Lady Farina.
Oh shit.
Hey! I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! My hand is still here! I haven't been dissolved! Will you believe me now? I really am your Archon! I'm nothing like a normal human who would fall apart as soon as they touch this water! Really? Was this not the most obvious thing in the world?
Miss Siegewin? If you're present, Miss Siegewin, please come forward and attend to the defendant.
Siegewin? Don't be nervous. It'll just take a few seconds. Let me see. That should be enough.
Please announce the results of your evaluation to the court, Miss Siegwin.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina was displaying symptoms of hyperventilation and flushed skin. These indicate that she was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater. The extent to which she was affected is the same as other humans when exposed to primordial seawater of a similar concentration.
My god.
Thank you, Miss Siegwin. Lady Farina, you may return to the defendant's stand.
Oh wait, what did she just say? I didn't get dissolved. Shouldn't that be enough to prove my innocence?
Well, considering your tendency to run from your problems, we did originally prepare a direct sample of the seawater around Poisson. However, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated enough to dissolve an actual human. After all, on the off chance that something entirely unexpected might occur.
Did it come out? I don't know if this is the command or not actually. Maybe there isn't a command set. 없어. There's no command. Whoopsies. Looks like I haven't set any commands for this channel.
We don't want anyone else to lose their life to the sea.
I tried.
Yeah, so out of regard for Farina's life, you secured a low concentration sample and asked the head nurse to serve as an expert witness. It's a great thing that the direct sample wasn't actually used. Farina could have...
I can't believe... You...
A long time ago.
Listen to me, everyone.
The desperateness in her
Cold
voice.
and disdainful looks. What happened just now didn't prove a single thing. Think about it. How can you conclusively prove that an Archon can't also be affected by the primordial seawater? Also, if I was really just a human, why would I dare to just put my hand in that kind of water? Please, everyone, anyone, just listen to me. I swear, I really am your Archon.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone. The odds are just too stacked against her now.
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think there's any way left for Farina to win.
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
Uh-oh. Guilty. What's happening?
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone. She's too stacked against her now.
Bus.
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Farina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Farina is...
guilty.
Guilty. We shall now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges.
The way he say it sound like a rap. 我看他们在 TikTok 有拿那个 voice line and then make it into a song.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Farina is...
Not guilty.
What's wrong? What's the Oratrice's verdict?
No, the Oratrice also
Guilty?
displays a guilty verdict.
Oh, GG.
Isn't that correct then?
However, the exact wording of the verdict is thus. The Hydro Archon, guilty, to be punished via the death sentence.
Crazy.
The death sentence?
Death sentence
One of
showing.
the available sentences? I've always thought that it was just a myth.
The one and only time the death sentence has been handed out at the court, and it's been given to the very person we've worshipped as the god of justice? What an unexpected twist.
First time death
Farina's
sentence.
been sentenced to death by the Oratrice? We just wanted to use the trial to show her the seriousness of things so she'd tell us the truth.
Damn, I killed her.
How did things escalate this quickly?
This outcome is indeed quite strange. According to Fontaine's current definitions of justice, as well as its recommendations for criminal sentences, is this sentence really appropriate for the crimes that have been committed?
Yeah, even Fache wasn't sentenced to death by the Oratrice. You know, the real evil mastermind behind the serial disappearance case.
What's more strange is, instead of Farina, the Oratrice rendered judgment on
Indeed.
the Hydro
Not
Archon.
only is Farina's sentence overly excessive,
How
very
could
point
you?
of our
I
trial
don't
today was
know.
also to
I
prove
was
that
good
Farina
with
has
her,
never been
and
a
then
Hydro
suddenly
Archon in
I'm
the
her
first place.
opponent, and
But
then I
now,
killed her.
the Oratrice seems to have deliberately invoked the title of the Hydro Archon. What does this mean?
My popcorn, D. Got popcorn? I stopped my revision for a few minutes.
If I may interrupt. Is the trial still going?
Sir,
You
you're
finally made
late.
it. I assume this means you've completed your mission?
Mm-hmm. Any mission Father assigns to me will always be top priority.
I stopped my pulse so just for this.
That the first
Oh
packet slate?
shit! How did he get it?
Huh. So the knave privately arranged for Fremenade to try and find the missing slate.
I looked everywhere and finally
Dave
found
the
it at
Dave.
the bottom of the sea. It took me a long time to get around some dangerous stretches of water.
Hashtag believe.
But has the trial already concluded?
I've come too late.
Then doesn't that mean I've come too late?
才慢啊，他讲话也是很
Oh
慢。
no. Father will be disappointed in me.
Don't worry, the mystery hasn't been resolved yet. It's still not too late for you to shine.
Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Fremine. Please allow me to review the record left on the slate. Traveler, I believe that you have already seen the other existing slates. I would like you to come here and confirm their contents.
So this is the first slate, right? First slate.
Huh? So what do you see? What is it?
The previous Hydro Archon releasing her divine power, turning the oceanates into human
I believe
beings.
I've now made sense of the Hydro Archon's crime. It has to do with Fontaine's lost history.
What?
Huh? Isn't the Hydro Archon just guilty of deceiving her people? Oh, wait, no, that's Farina, and we've already proven that she's not the Hydro Archon. So when you say Hydro Archon, do you mean the real Hydro Archon we've been kinda talking about?
Kinda talking.
In truth, everything that you've encountered in Fontaine up until this point can be traced back to the contents of these stone slates. However, I'm uncertain as to how much sense they currently make to you.
An association between the contents of the slates and the events in the real life.
Okay, let's try to recall the contents of the other 3 stone slates. Paimon will do her best to help you remember.
Select to check the description on the stone slate to extract key information from them. 我要去小便. I've been here for like 2:40. I want to go to toilet first. Wait, sekejap. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Select to check the description on the stone slate to extract key information from them. Alrighty, you can find scenarios related to stone slats, content in the incident recorded in the interview. As a verification process continues, the fountain. YOLO. Real event related.
The first stone slate describes what you just said. It seems to show the previous Hydra Archon using her divine power, and then the Oceanids turn into humans. Does that mean that Fontanians are transformed Oceanids? Oh, Paimon wasn't expecting that. But if Oceanids can turn into humans, then perhaps this process can be reversed as well. The second stone slate shows Celestia floating in the sky, and the Hydra Archon and her people worshipping it together. This must be the point when the Hydra Archon and the Fontanians were branded with their original sin. Does this mean that the original sin and the Hydra Archon sin are the same thing?
Too high, but she is funnier in some parts. Yeah. English voice line got more, how do you say, up and down tone.
That reminds Paimon, didn't we also watch that happen to someone else? Well, the first slate is the prophecy the Fontanians have been talking about. People dissolving into the sea, the Hydra Archon crying on her
More
throne,
emotional,
and we didn't
yes.
believe that such a creepy
Emotional,
disaster could happen at first, did we? But after that incident, it was just a question of when and not if.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh. The stone slate in the ruin showing seems to show the former Hydra icon using divine power to turn oceanids into people. Oh my god.
That doesn't sound...
We know from the case of the serial disappearances of young women
becoming detective
can
again.
Be dissolved in primordial seawater, and this might be the reason that Fontanians can dissolve.
Humans will turn into oceanids. The fact that Fontanians can dissolve into primordial seawater. Stone slates in the ruin showing the prophecy described a history of future. Floating in the sky. So I really don't know. 随便. Oh gosh, is this one? The last one.
Perhaps what is about to take place has all happened before. The true sin of the Hydro Archon that Nervilette mentioned, and the original sin cast down on the people of Fontaine by Celestia as recorded on the stone slates.
Sinking into the sea, surrounded by many people. Fate, no. Falling into seawater.
It's not as simple as falling into the sea. When Navia fell into the sea, her consciousness was subjected to judgment. The stone slates show the people gathered around the Hydro Archon in the sea. Could that be alluding to the same thing?
Fate. No. This one.
The prophecy from the stone slates found its way into society, but not many people believed it at first. The fortress of Meropide was nearly flooded with primordial seawater, which we know can cause Fontanians to dissolve. It seems increasingly likely that the prophecy may come true. If we hadn't dealt with it in time, things could have gone very badly.
They'll dissolve into the primordial sea but won't cease to exist. Their essence will flow in the seawater, converge, and take the form of an oceanid. The Hydro Archon was sentenced to death in court, shocking everyone present. Perhaps this means that her sin was actually Fontaine's original sin. Navia fell into the water inside those ruins, and she nearly dissolved. She was surrounded by the people of Poisson in a court within her consciousness, and was forced to take part in a trial meant to make her stick. The eruption of the primordial sea at the fortress of Meropide was the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass no matter what. The prophecy's contents can all be verified by recent events.
Verification complete. Okay. Brainstorming like the yeah, man. A lot of formulas coming out. So I don't know.
Huh? Oh, Paimon gets it now. But then it feels like we're going to have to share some truly.
Let's hear them.
Let's hear them. Fontaines are not really human.
Linny, did you hear that?
We're...
All Fontanians were originally created by the late previous Hydro Archon, with oceanids as their base. The evidence for that can be found in how only Fontanians could dissolve in primordial seawater, and how all the girls Vacher dissolved were also turned into oceanids. Oh, and according to Navia,
Japanese version Linny is more fun. So fun that I recorded it. I can't change it now.
Indeed.
I got Nervilette here, so I need to hear the English. Deep voice. Second slate reveals that the crime of the Hydro Archon was a creation of Fontaine.
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the first slate that she probably angered Celestia by creating humans without prior permission. That could also explain why the Oratrice judged the Hydro Archon to be guilty.
The Hydro Archon's true sin was creating us?
And yet, after many hundreds of years, the Hydro Archon's creations have turned around to try to judge the Archon within the Opera Epiclese. The twists of history are often the most unexpected of all.
Yeah, isn't the image here just like when Navia fell into the sea? So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the Hydro Archon also falling into the sea once the prophecy has been fulfilled in the fourth slate?
Depicts the fulfillment of the prophecy as it already was.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the water.
I can show you later if you want after 10.
Will remain
Okay.
weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away. Did Paimon get all that right?
You've made some keen deductions. I must say, given how much you still don't know, it is impressive that you've already managed to connect so many pieces of the truth. However, while you were able to decode all the information on the slates, they've also... When we were at the ruins, I tried to decipher the hidden information recorded in the slates. But since we only had 3 slates at the time, I was unable to come to a full conclusion. Now that the slate collection is complete,
okay,
I shall make another attempt to decipher the narrative recorded within. If everything goes well, we should finally be informed.
Make me go through the double
truth.
trouble of trying to decipher it on my own, then now he can decipher it, the truth properly.
I believe I should share this truth not only with you, but with all the people of Fontaine as well. I will try to briefly summarize it for you. Your hypotheses regarding the origin of Fontainians and the sin of the Hydro Archon were both correct. In the Fontaine of old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land. The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon their desire to become of a similar kind. However, even though water as an element is intricately linked with the power of life, the Hydro Archon, as one of the 7, did not possess the authority to create a new form of human life. Not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiars by appropriating the power of this planet's primordial sea. She poured primordial seawater into the Oceanids' blood vessels, creating humanoid mimics in the process. But if Fontainians were to ever come into direct contact with water from the primordial sea, the power within their bodies would escape these artificial restraints and return to the sea. As a result, their forms would collapse, and they would be reverted to their original forms as Oceanids. Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race. And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea. That is the true history of how the people of Fontaine first came into being.
So we were all Oceanids before we turned into human beings?
That's way too much information for me. I think I'm just going to pretend that I never heard a single thing.
Denial.
Wait, but if that's the truth, we can't let the Hydro Archon be sentenced to death. After all, her only sin was creating us.
This really might be too much information for your regular Fontainian, but it does...
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the 3rd and 4th stone slates was inaccurate. The slates' respective positions are, in fact, correct. A key point of the visual on the 3rd slate is how all the individuals depicted in the water are humans rather than Oceanids. They have not been dissolved, which implies that the water depicted in this slate is not water from the primordial sea. The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of trials and justice. Instead of being the literal element, the water in the scene symbolizes judgment and justice. You may also recall Navia's experience. When she fell into the sea, her consciousness was surrounded by that of many others who intended to hold a trial to determine her fate. Therefore, the meaning of the 3rd slate is that the people of Fontaine shall try the Hydro Archon at the court of justice.
It's now.
Yes,
it's happening now.
It refers to our present situation.
I think I'm following now. So, what you're saying is, even though we decided to put on this trial to avoid
we are living the prophecy.
In truth, everything we've done has happened exactly as the prophecy foretold. So now, it seems, we're the ones making sure it comes true.
What should we do?
Huh. No matter what, the prophecy will be fulfilled. Is this what it feels like to be a prisoner?
If that's the case, does that mean the scene in the fourth slate will also be fulfilled soon?
Traveler, I would like to point out another small fallacy in your deduction about the fourth slate. You probably thought that the eruption of primordial seawater beneath the fortress of Meropide served as the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to. However, I believe that rather than being a sure sign, that eruption could in fact only be a small warning of something. As for the root cause of the catastrophe, I believe you've already encountered it once before.
What? What? What thing? Oh, to do this again.
This eruption was just a small warning of the things to come. We must find the root cause of the disaster.
The wheel.
It
It's
was
the
both
wheel.
dream and reality.
If we're talking about a true culprit, that could only be that thing inside the primordial sea, right?
The truth, the original sin, the trial, and the root cause of the disaster.
The whale is coming. Where have you been all this while, sir? Sir? Are you okay, sir? Oh my god. Now we go save him.
Too close. How did that thing just burst into the opera house? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your dream?
So we've met it at last. I understand very well why it is chosen
Pretty
to make
sure
an
he
appearance
is not.
here.
No,
That
what?
whale does
What did I
not
say just
belong
now?
to Tevat. It is a monster that has traversed the stars, weeping all the while. It has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea, using it to grow. That is the main cause for the rising sea levels. And once it has finished consuming all of the energy contained within the sea, its next step...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontanians out of Oceanids, she filled their blood vessels with primordial seawater.
Precisely. That whale finds the blood of Fontanians nigh impossible to resist. Therefore, when it left the primordial sea, it decided to make its next stop a packed opera house full of food. Food in the form of Fontanians.
We just barely managed to push it back, right? In that case, won't it come back to target the people again once it's managed to recover its strength?
That is
Pretty
correct.
sure
Indeed, it is more accurate to say that we should thank that Harbinger for buying us some time. Without him, the whale would have likely come onto land far. From the way he looked, he must have been fighting the creature for quite a long time.
That battle maniac. We've always known that he had a special connection with that whale, but we definitely didn't expect it to help us out like that. Anyway, now that we know that this whale is the actual cause of the disaster recorded in the prophecy, all we need to do to stop the prophecy would be to find a way to beat it up, right?
It is too late.
Huh?
It had already absorbed too much of the primordial sea's energy before we could notice it. At this point, it has become practically integrated with... Even if the entirety of Tevat were to be destroyed, it could still survive and swim off towards some other world.
That's not something I will accept. We've already done everything we can, and we even found the true culprit. We've come so far. You can't just tell me that the last hurdle is some impossible foe. That's just not fair.
Indeed. That's not how a grand performance should end.
I'll fight it to the end. No matter what.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
Get through this together with the power of friendship.
The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the
But wait.
Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods. Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future.
Play your part. Yaba, what is her secret? Oh no.
What's happening with the oratories?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
No, I still need answers.
Save her. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Who is that? Loading. Need break the wall. Loading.
You.
Who?
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
Farina.
You are not Farina. Who are
It's
you?
the what's the girl?
The sweet sound of bewilderment.
Previous
Marvelous.
Archon.
A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
Focalor. Why did you deceive us?
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heavenly principles?
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria for the uninitiated. It hardly gets more disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe, now does it? She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass. And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum. I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at the same time. I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up. But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand?
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being. The me you see before you now is that divinity, and the human counterpart I left behind, I named Farina. She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she wished. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be. Anyway, so then I cursed her. All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon, alone, weeping on her throne. In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy. Under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming. I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her. It's been 500 years, and all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Damn. Deserve better. Damn. So it's like Shogun like that. So like split person. This opportunity is not to be missed. Let me try talking to her. Yes, talk to her, please. Oh my. Wait, before that, oh no. No shortcut. Don't be like me.
Oh? Who permitted you to come onto this stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my august self, but I must ask you to keep to the rules. All right. It is not my intent to reprimand
Don't look
you.
at me. Don't.
There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance. Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it? I am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontanians are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
Turn off all the spotlights.
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough.
I will save you.
The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards?
Oh my
Guards!
Lord.
Here you are.
Heal my Singchu, please. Wait, where's that? Ticket. Scene 1. Let's watch the show. Oh, it's me. Remember the number? What number? That number 1?
Farina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
The scene number.
Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you.
Wait a moment. You're near me? How can this be?
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go.
Mirror me?
The prophecy.
What prophecy? Wait. I know. The people will all be dissolved into the waters.
Oh, very good. You know it well.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly.
Yes, it will.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die?
Oh, don't worry. I will tell you how to save everyone, but...
Oh, so there's... As for the suffering, well, I will admit, but if the prophecy will come true, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side, and my pain on the other.
You truly are the perfect human. My ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs. Huh? Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just
Play as.
That's right. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy.
How will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without people.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into being a human yourself. I'm sure you remember your true.
So, how long?
To accomplish this mission, you will have I promise.
A trial. Huh.
Exciting. 2. Faster, faster.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession. But what should I say to most appear like
Summon
a god?
courage.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. In truth, I know little about as the god Focalor, the god of justice. Once again, thank you all for this. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest.
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might...
Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone Right. Mirmi said that I just need to play calm down, Farina. Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. One... Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim... Well, it seems that you may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. Now then...
So that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an...
Personality? It's quite shocking. I suppose it's a better look than before. Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, we have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, the scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its God. On one side, it must may law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink. There is no trouble in this world that so long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand with it.
Oh, now I can run.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports as well as...
Come now, was I not? Besides, None of these trials were the one that I'm looking for.
If I may be so impertinent.
A magnificent, dramatic, and...
That's true,
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your...
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say.
No need to thank me. Or rather... All right. Deuteria.
He is doing much better now.
Oh, good.
Oh, you're such a gentle...
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did all manner of signs indicate that the...
Well, as...
Really?
I'm...
Oh, is that so? The day is finally over. But it's good to see that everything's getting... Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going. Alright, Farina, don't think too hard about it.
Opera house.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports.
There'll be no need for that.
Lady Farina,
Indeed, my dear...
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant
Understood. Keep monitoring. I just...
Every day she'd live like this.
So utterly exhausted.
Damn.
Lady Farina, it's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this. I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame...
20 generations ago.
And what a fine family yours isn't. What?
Are you crying?
Really now? This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters.
1 year only.
No
364 days till the day she worked.
A
Oh shit.
manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it.
The calculator. Where's my calculator?
So interminable. So lonely. Just how much longer? Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more.
Hundreds.
I never imagined that it would hurt so much. Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps I reached it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears. I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But would that not
cannot destroy all I've done so far. I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries. But all I can do is keep heart.
Chị Liu.
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone, although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone. You're...
Oh.
Share my that's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, just share it with me.
A witness. And if to that is... She's right. I could confide in her, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Farina, you shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really alright, Farina? You've worked so hard for so long. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find if you let this opportunity think about it long and hard. No, I have nothing to say. I am Farina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
Damn.
Fine.
She is broken.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be done. She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth. How would you build on this foundation to save the people of
Good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the... I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is...
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you.
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem... Alas, your understanding of... In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
My God.
I beg your...
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose? My work over these last 500 years? But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be accumulated to
It was all part of your plan then?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the Oratrice, but only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne.
shaking the rules established by Celestia, and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent.
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet. No, what? Getting sad again, are we?
No.
The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
All you've done throughout the years.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, Hydro Dragon, don't cry. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possess. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to exist in this world. In other words, existence was defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on. At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Iudex Nervilette, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental soft.
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea at last. I now understand the true purpose behind this. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel. You are a devious one, Focalor. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
Oh my god, she's gonna kill herself.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common.
No!
Farewell, Nervilette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Codex Nivelet, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Wait.
I'm crying with him.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
But since we're all still alive and haven't
What
been
I
dissolved,
expected.
I assume whatever happened was good for us.
They all
It's
missed
time to
everything.
end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the primordial sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry.
Faster.
Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice, the root of the calamities befalling Fontaine, the beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring narwhal.
Almost
Come with me,
30
traveler.
minutes.
The hour of execution has come.
Alvin jam 4 jam 半 Oh shit. That's at most. Okay. If I can speed run. Enjoy music time. Crying time is over. Ugh, I'm not ready. My hand was not on the keyboard.
I have already done my best to separate the power of the primordial sea
Oh
from
my.
the weapon. Considering the size of it,
Please.
I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon power. We shall look for an opening together.
Make yourselves a room.
Can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
Where is my... I need my...
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself.
Should be my Yoimiya.
Cobalt.
Rain outlines your fate.
Process of elimination.
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its roots from within.
What am I doing? Did I kill it? What was that? Who ran?
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime.
I almost missed that.
Actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
What is this?
That power. Who are you exactly?
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right?
Skirk.
It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak.
Skirk.
But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the... So you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it.
Why?
It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk?
The point...
Well, being that this pet almost... So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master.
Oh, right. So his name is Sertologi.
Oh?
I am
Legit my
unfamiliar with
question.
Oh. So master is insufficiently famous.
The fall.
The foul.
Still nothing? Well,
this part you can
how
go
about the
Elvin there
visionary?
first. Junta?
Vetterfalnir then?
Ooh, that one we've heard. Rhine part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either, but I suppose you understand now, yes?
Peak is over.
My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine.
What happened to Chill Day? He just got thrown in there.
Some form of perfection.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe
There's
it's
a story to be told. Okay.
That the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to... As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
Knew this, we accept
Not to worry. Focalor has...
Poor Chill Day.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
But all is forgiven. They're alive.
Hey! Help! Over here!
So everything was flooding already while we were in that domain. Smile. I can't read the Chinese. Question. Ooh. Up her head, yeah. Let's not ask that question. Oh my god!
All hands, initiate emergency rescue!
Psycho! Remember this spot? Yeah.
Hurry!
Got it. Finally, you see.
Hey, lend a hand!
Yes, I asked you to where she is. god, everything flooding already while we were there. Come on, people, swim faster.
Look! The water's receding!
It's a miracle!
The water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
She is back.
Are you alright?
We're saved. The prophecy was wrong.
Oh no, she got long hair. Just now she was short hair.
The scribe's work is
You can hear I'll hear them talk just now. Now that it's over, long hair got short hair, Farina.
Renewed.
Important part is
Rasula
over.
talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spina di Rasula, and we spoke about Poisson's present and future. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing Skyship Winglet, lunar brain of the Fontaine Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a... Wow! Paimon barely recognizes
If tomorrow
the
also
people in the
can.
reports. Are those really
But how do I
Jurier
just
and
stop
Navia?
opening this
They
with
sound
you?
like
I
real
mean,
big
why? Oh my god.
What do you
Oh my
think?
god.
Pretty enthralling, huh?
What can I
Steward's
stop? Do I
idea
just
was pretty
close
simple.
straight away?
But the value
Just
for these
alternate
big scoops
F4.
lies in their inevitable
Alcohol,
follow-ups.
wait, only.
We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those
SDC,
people.
okay.
Edwin's assistant
Okay.
is building a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home.
I
I'm
will
sure
stop
that these
here then.
stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
Oh wait, still auto. Oh, never mind. We stop here. Okay, that is all for today then. I need to go now, everybody. Almost 4 hours. Yeah, man, I've been streaming for 4 hours. I do this for 4 hours, man. I was really taking my time. Oh my god. 现在我肚子饿，等一下我再吃啦。Okay, I'm gonna go now. After class eat, yes. After class eat. Bye bye. Bye bye, everybody. Thanks for being here for almost 4 hours. I'm going on to this journey. I cried. Okay, my god， 我看 Nebula 哭，我也是跟着哭了。耐不到帅哥哭哎。Okay. Bye bye everybody. 水龙，水龙，别哭了。He cried. He's such an emotional dragon. Okay. Bye bye everybody. See you later. Later? After class, huh? Do I want to read? 간시라요며 스트림과 하여 스트림 하주 고친 앞에 아까매어 하주 써나 봐주 쓰거나. No, he is not. Okay, not then. Kwana, everybody. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Okay. Let me set up my scene. Thanks for watching, everybody. 안녕. Bye bye.